Gluten-free cooking, how to easily stop your cakes sticking to pans. Hi, I'm Bron. Welcome to Believe It's Not Gluten, the home of amazing recipes for the gluten intolerant. Amazing because they taste so delicious that no one will know they're gluten-free. This is our second video where we hope to give you tips to make things as easy as possible so that cooking at home is quicker and easier and more pleasurable. It's particularly important with gluten-free cooking to grease and line your cake tins to stop things sticking. Even with silicone, you usually have to line the bottom of the tins, even if you don't have to grease the sides. This is because gluten-free mixes are usually wetter than regular cake mixes, and they do tend to stick. So it's really annoying if you're trying to quickly make a cake or muffins and you have to get out paper and pan and scissors and muck around with cutting something out. The quickest and easiest way is to cut your greaseproof paper in bulk ahead of time. Then when you want to bake a cake, just wipe around the sides of the tin with oil or butter and pop in the paper. So cutting liners for cake tins. Get your roll of greaseproof paper and trace around your tin or silicone pan. Then fold the paper over and over 8 to 10 times and cut it off. Then just cut around the circle. If you find the paper is slipping around too much while you're cutting, you can use paper clips to steady it. But you don't need the circles to be anywhere near perfect. Near enough is definitely good enough to stop something sticking. You can store the papers in your cake tins ready for next time you want to make something. Cutting liners for muffin pans. For muffins or party pies, find something that fits not too tightly in the bottom of the tin. Needs to be just a bit smaller than the base. Again, get your 10 layers of paper. Draw around the shape you've chosen until you've covered the paper. Hold the paper layers together with a couple of paper clips. Then just cut them out. Once again, they don't have to be nice, neat circles. Near enough is good enough, and you'll find you don't have any troubles with things not coming out easily. This way you can very quickly get 100 muffin pan liners, then just store them in an envelope ready for when you want them. To make paper muffin pan liners. This is a bit tedious and they don't look quite as good as the ones you buy, but they're much cheaper. You need square pieces of paper, so first of all work out what size you need. It will be different for different size tins, but the paper needs to go across the bottom of the pan and then come up the edges to the height you want. Once again, cut out your squares with 8 to 10 layers of paper at a time. Then you need to fold them, and you can really only fold about 4 at a time. Place them over the base of the container and center them, then fold and wrap the paper around the container to fit it snugly. You need 4 folds, 1 at each corner of the square. So grab each corner, fold it over and wrap it around the container. Try to hold the folds down as you go, give it a really good press and fold it as firmly as possible. These work much better with silicone pans. They seem to just sit and stay in the muffin pans better. With metal pans, you really have to just put each paper in as you add the mixture because they slip around and are pretty hard to work with. If you want to store them, find a container that will support them and help them hold their shape, or you could just put a rubber band loosely around them and store them away. So thanks for watching. Hope this has been helpful and that you go on to love our recipes. Head to our blog, believeitsnotgluten.com. There are fantastic gluten-free recipes and some non-gluten-free options. If this is helpful, we'd really appreciate a thumbs up. Thanks again for watching, and we hope you enjoy a whole new world of gluten-free baking.